was a Saturday when this happened. And we're also remembering that day. But we're remembering the days before and the years before. You remember the days after and the years after. That way it's not going to be stuck, because as Hazrat Umar said, when Holy Prophet ﷺ was passed, he was veiled, he drew the sword and he says, anyone who says that Muhammad is dead, I'm going to kill you. ﷺ. Why is that? Why he was saying that? Didn't he know the Prophet passed? Was he so emotional he couldn't take it when the Prophet? No. Hazrat Umar is one of the most logical and practical people. Do you think that there were not people at that time, so many people at that time? Okay, stop talking now, unless you're translating. Do you think there were not people at that time around the Holy Prophet ﷺ who wanted him to go quickly? No. There were so many munafiqs that were around. But they got less and less. After Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, most of his wars, he was fighting against the munafiqs. Yes? Most of his wars are fighting against those munafiqs. Those who said, we accept, we're with you, then later they said, we don't want to accept what he has left behind. And with Hazrat Abu Bakr, Hazrat Umar, there's no chance. Hazrat Umar is the sword of Islam. He had no chance for the munafiqs. Even those ones who were shaky and then later they come to have faith, they said, don't come near me. Move to the other side. Like who? Like who? Bilal knows. Like Ibn Salama. Ibn Salama, he was living in the Prophet's mosque, masjid. He was not working. He was not doing anything running after this world. He was with those other ones, those fakirs, those Ahli Sufa. That all they do was just stay in the masjid, clean up a little bit. Prophet ﷺ's masjid means the Dergah, because it was also a complex. People were living there also. But his heart was not there, his body was there. So many other Sahabis, they want to be serving 24 hours just in the masjid. They don't want to go. But Prophet is not giving them that work, that job. He says, now you have to go send this message, you have to go back to your tribe, you have to go fight, you have to do this, you have to do that. Only a very selected few that he has given permission to stay. Those are very high level ones. Ibn Salama, he stayed. He was doing everything inside the masjid, but his heart was not there. He asked the Prophet, saying, give me permission, I want to go out to earn. The Prophet says, first thing he said, Ya Ibn Salama, don't you want to be poor like your Prophet? He says, yani, if I go, I earn, I can help people, da da da. Insisting. That time the Prophet opened his hand and 1, 2, 3, everything happened quickly. Everything happened very quickly. Somebody gave him that sheep, the sheep started to reproduce, other things started to happen, and he moved out from the masjid because he started to get busy. with life, earning. He moved out from the masjid, now he comes to the masjid only 5 times a day. Soon he got more. He had to move out from the area to another area. Now he's coming once a week, only for Jummah. Then he got more busy, more he started to have. And he started to come just time by time he's coming. One day Prophet ﷺ came to the masjid and says, "Where is Ibn Salama?" And the rest, they just put their head down. I said, "It is known to you, Ya Rasulullah." And when the order came for zakat, which the zakat was also the sign whether you're a believer or you're a munafiq. Zakat. Zakat, your property, zakat al-fitr, there is a sign. For those of us, those of you who are shaky with that, check yourself. You can be doing everything, but the rights of the orphans, it is in your pocket. The rights of the orphans, you're putting it inside your stomach. Fear from Allah. So when the order came for zakat, and the Sahabis were told to go and collect it, then they went, they passed through Ibn Salama, and he had hundreds of sheep. And they say the order came. Then he just smiled to himself. He says, "What? He wants us to bribe him now? Muhammad, he lost his manners." Like there's so many, maybe they're thinking, so many different things. The Sahabis, they were shocked. This was the one who was staying in the masjid, serving the Prophet, saying, "I'll die for you, I'll do everything for you," and claiming that he's going to help, but when it's the rights of the others, he didn't even touch, and he's saying, "Oh, he wants us to bribe him?" No. He wants us to pay him. You know, like people also, they are seeing us celebrating and they are not liking it so much. I don't know them, I'm sure they don't know me, and they're looking at me, they're putting their comments and everything, and they're saying, "How does it feel to take money from people and to eat the zakat of this and that?" I say, "I'm relaxed, I don't know about you, because I was trained not to even look, not to even have it in my heart, let alone to put it inside." But Ibn Salama was saying, what? He wants us to pay him now? He wants us to bribe him? The Sahabis were shocked. They didn't say anything. They said, he said, "There is another one living over there. Go to him first. When you on your way back to collect the zakat, pass through and I will give you my answer." So those two Sahabis, they went to this other Sahabi that was given permission to work, to earn, to have, and to help. And this was his response when they said, "We came here to collect the zakat, let's say 1/40th part. Every 40 parts, one you have to give. It is not yours, it is the rights of the ummah, especially those ones who are oppressed." And that Sahabi, he was saying, "Prophet is saying this?" He says, "Yes. Take everything." First response, have everything. They said, "Nope, that's not the law. The law is 1/40th. Okay, then take the best." He says, "No, it is not. It's not saying it's the best either. Everything has to be balanced and fair." So he gave. He was so happy. He says, "Please, send my salams, kiss his feet for me. And I cannot wait to go back and tell him that everything belongs, my life, my property, my family, my wealth, everything belongs to him." So they gave salams, and he came back, those two Sahabis, taking that, passed by Ibn Salama. And Ibn Salama is looking at them and saying, refusing to give anything. Refusing. Because he's still sitting there and he's thinking, I worked so hard for this. It's me that is working. Okay, he prayed for me, but I'm the one who's working. So this is a matter of faith. He refused. Those two Sahabis, they were very sad. They were returning to Medina, and the Prophet ﷺ was seeing them return from a distance. He saw them, and just from a distance, by the look of their faces, he knew what had happened. And he says, "Oh, Ibn Salama, you have lost, and you have lost, and you have lost." Three things he had lost. Prophet mentioned 3 times. There must be a reason why the 3 he lost. 1, he lost the title of Sahabi, the highest title after prophethood. 1, he lost this dunya, and the other 3rd, he lost the akhirat. For what? Couple of sheep. Those who don't want to give their couple of sheep, imagine what they're going to hold on to. So after some time, Ibn Salama, he woke up. You're coming back to that, talking about Hazrat Umar. He woke up and he wanted to give zakat now. So during the time of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, he said, "Please take this." Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq didn't even look at him. Refused everything. He says, "Please take this." He refused it. Abu Bakr Siddiq, Hazrat Lari, ruled 3-4 years. Every year he came. Every year he came. Every year he came. He refused it. Now during the time of Hazrat Umar, he sent a message to say, everything is yours. I have to give my zakat, I have to give everything. Hazrat Umar sent a message and said, if I get one more message from you, I'm going to cut off your neck. The one who refused to give to the Prophet and the one that Hazrat Abu Bakr refused to take, he says, I'm going to take. Just take that and sink now. Now he lost. So, the Hazrat Abu Bakr and Hazrat Umar, when they were fighting against the munafiqs, like that, it made the Medina, it made Islam very strong. Because those ones, that the Prophet in his wisdom, not only giving people so much rahmat, so much chances, because the munafiqs, they were there when he was on earth. But he was also teaching the believers to always be awake. You must always look to that hypocrisy that is inside of you. If you're aware of that hypocrisy inside of you, you're going to be aware of the hypocrites that are around you. You're going to be aware of the characteristics of hypocrites. There are so many characteristics. And don't be idiot to say, oh, I'm a hypocrite. Yes. You want to enter into the hellfire? You have a right to say, maybe I'm a hypocrite, but to run away from those characteristics. And to say, as much as I'm running away, I still find it, and I'm still running away. You don't run towards it. So with that being removed, it became very strong in the time of Hazrat Umar. He set up so many laws now, protecting Islam, that up till today, after 1400 years, those laws are still there. They're trying to take it, you cannot. For example, the 20 rakats of prayer, of Taraweeh prayer, Hazrat Umar put it. To pray Taraweeh prayer in Jamaat, Hazrat Umar put it. They were vying, they were competing with the people in Mecca, because they say the people in Mecca, every time they pray Taraweeh, they make tawaf. They pray 4 rakats, they make tawaf, 7 circuits. They say, we're in Medina, we don't have the Kaaba, so we must do more now. They didn't just pray 20 rakats, they prayed 36 rakats. After every 4, they pray another 4. Because when it comes to something that is nafila, then you can do as much as you want. No one is going to stop you. It is not a law because it is nafila. That made now Hazrat Osman, his rule, that Islam became so strong, it became so rich, that it was reaching all the way to China. It was reaching all the way to North Africa, and all these different empires that stood for centuries before Islam, they all fell. And he was teaching them now the civilization of Islam, which brings every country that Islam, the sun was shining to bring them higher station, not lower. They don't bring them lower. It is not colonization like what the West they are doing. It is bringing them to a much higher station. You can find that in every country that Islam is ruled. But because it was getting so strong, now the munafiqs and the shaitan say, we cannot let this to happen. So they start planting things in there. That from the time of Hazrat Umar, it was there. They tried, they couldn't. The last resort is what? Assassination. Because they couldn't try any other way. The same thing with Hazrat Osman now. There's so much confusion that was happening. They say we have to remove him. Now when Hazrat Ali was ruling, he understood that this was such a big, wide web of evil that is inside, trying to destroy Islam from the inside, that he had to move very carefully and slowly to find out what is in there. And for the sake of justice, there were some who were saying, you have to take action. And he's saying, I'm a Khalifah. You have to obey me. We're looking it deep. Because of that different ijtihad to what justice is, the civil wars, they happen. It is for justice on both sides, and Allah has forgiven both sides. Yes, for 1400 years, those ones who love the Prophet, they love the Ahlul Bayt and they love the Sahaba Kiram, they say, both of them, they are right. But Hazrat Ali was more right than the other one. This is manners. And after that, Islam spread. Look to see, slowly, what has happened since the passing of our Shaykh. Like what we said, Hazrat Umar was saying, who is saying that he is dead, I'm going to kill him? You think Hazrat Umar didn't know? Of course he knew. But there were those ones who were there that says, he's dead, meaning what? He's finished. His work is finished. The community he set up is finished. They were aiming for that. Shaitan is never sleeping. His companions, they're finished. We're going to finish everything, Shaitan is saying. He's dead. So for that reason, Hazrat Umar says, if you say he's dead, I'm going to kill you. Because anyone you think who is loving the Prophet ﷺ is going to say he's dead. We love our Shaykh. Are we going to say he's dead? You think they don't know Quran? Those ones that when Wahy was being delivered, they heard, they saw, they felt. Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam. You think they don't know the Quran? The ayat is saying, don't say that those who are slain in the way of Allah, that they are dead, but they are fresh and they're alive. You think they don't know that? So who is going to say he's dead Like when Shaykh Efendi passed, so many, hidden ones too, saying he's dead, it's finished, his work is finished, the Dergah is finished, the Jamaat is finished. We're not saying he's dead. But Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, with that quality of more lutuf, he said, gently, Ya Umar, let me handle this. He quoted that ayat that says that every prophet, they're going to pass. Yes, he quoted that ayat that they're going to pass. But it's not just that, like the Wahhabis are saying, that first part, that he's going to pass like every. The second part that he quote also is saying, so are you going to turn your backs to him? Then he said, for those who worship Muhammad know that Muhammad is dead, but those who worship Allah know that he is Hayyu and Qayyum. Who worships the Prophet? No one. No one worships the Prophet. No one worships him. And he, in his own way, he is saying, for those of us who understand the Prophet ﷺ, who don't worship him or look at him with wrong eyes, to know he is fresh and he is alive. And we worship only Allah. It continued for 1400 years. It will continue until Judgment Day. There were so many attacks from outside and within. So many times things happened that looked as if it's finished, but it didn't. Because Allah is saying, I'm going to protect them. We just passed 6 years. If Allah is giving more time to this world, which we hope He doesn't, because it's just too much cruelty in this world. It cannot continue like this. If Allah gives this world 1 more 1,000 years, where are we going to be? How do we want to continue? This way will continue until Judgment Day as well. There's been attacks from outside and within too. There is a sunnah. But where are we going to stand? So some time passed. Alhamdulillah. We don't own this. I don't own this way, neither do you. This way has an owner. And that owner is saying, I don't want the munafiqs to be around. And they're not. Now that it is stable, now that it is strong, now more work is going to be given to us. The question now is, how much of that are you going to take? More that you are taking that work, that struggle, more honor is going to be given to you. Inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us to become servants in this way. Amen. May our service be accepted. Amen. May His feet always be on our necks. Amen. May He be happy with us. Amen. May He intercede and forgive us for all our shortcomings. Amen. May He send more better people to us. Amen. May we become better ones to each other. Amen. And to the whole world. Amen. And may the whole world hear the name and feel the blessings of SahibulSaif. Amen. For the sake of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, Sultan Awliya and SahibulSaif. Al-Fatiha. Amin. Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah. Different kind we're giving, but it is necessary. Call azan, inshallah. We pray Inshallah we continue. Assalamu alaikum.